Hi guys, this is Jake at Canadian Cutting Edge, and this is one more of my end of year special videos. This is my Fix Blades for 2016 video. I'd like to show you the fixed blades that I got and pick one or two of them as my favorite fixed blade purchases. These fixed blades run a variety of styles of knives. I've got everything from a machete made by Marbles. I got one in black wood coating on it and paracord. This is how it came from the factory. And it came with a ballistic nylon sheath. It's got a convex grind on it. And I've done a video on this knife, this big machete. I can't recall right now if I've released the video yet or not, but I've done the video. This is a El Salvador. This knife was made in El Salvador, this machete. And it's my only true machete. You know, machetes are thin and flexible. This is my only true machete that I purchased this year. In fact, it's the only machete that I own right now. Not much of a call for machetes in Alberta. No rainforest to be found around here. And bigger, chunkier knives are what you really want. So I've got this. This video is different than my folding blade videos. In my folding blade videos, I only had knives that I purchased myself. I didn't include knives that were given to me, either by the manufacturer or by a vendor that sells knives. This knife will have purchased knives and knives that were given to me, and I'm going to pick my favorite of all of these fixed blades. Okay, so you got that Marbles. I bought a couple knives, old Hickory knives, because of a request from one of my viewers. And I've got these two here, 7-inch, 10-inch old Hickory knives. This one's got a bit of a thicker spine than the 7-inch. They are just an old school knife. Ontario Knife Company has been around for a long time. And these are made the same way as they were way back when. I'm sure the metallurgy's better, but same style, same shape, same weight, same kind of knife. Made in the United States of America, and I've blued these. That's why they look the way they do. Instead of being shiny, it looks more like that I've graded them than blued them, but I've got a video on that. I don't think I've released the review video on these knives yet, though. And I'll be doing that this winter sometime. So I'm counting this sort of as one purchase. Let's keep moving on. We don't want to stay here forever. It'll take this video too long. Okay, what else do we have? We've got this knife, the Hardens 4. I do remember releasing the review for this one recently. It's a big, chunky, heavy knife. This knife was given to me. It's a really thick, chunky, heavy-duty knife. Kydex sheath. Nice button on here. Nice strap. I like this knife. Let's keep going. Knives of Alaska. D2 steel. Looks a little dirty. I haven't cleaned it all the way up yet. Convex grind from the factory. Convex final grind, but Scandi grind on the blade. A rubberized plastic handle with choils for each finger there. I really like this knife quite a bit. Knives of Alaska sheath, nice leather sheath with a snap as well. I don't think it really needs this snap. I think it will hold in place just fine without it. Made in the United States of America, Knives of Alaska. This one's called the Bushcraft knife, I think. Alaskan Bushcraft knife. We've got this knife. I did a review of this one fairly early on. I think I did this in the spring. This one's a Mora knife, the only Mora that I've purchased right now, or this year. This one is the, oh yeah, there it says right there, Light My Fire. This is the Mora Light My Fire. Stainless steel, Scandi grind, very sharp, thin blade, feels good in the hand. Fire steel that comes with it, and it locks in place there, and their typical plastic kind of sheath. So that's the Mora Light My Fire. I very recently just released a video on the Buck 119. So you can check that video out. It's still very sharp, and I have not touched the edge with anything. I bought this knife, and it's still just in, I haven't touched the edge. I haven't cleaned it up. I haven't tried to sharpen it. Haven't stropped it or anything. I did all my testing with it, and it's still very sharp. It still does that nail neck test. It doesn't want to slide off. Very good knife. Nice leather sheath. Canadians, you can get this guy at Canadian Tire for $59, which for Canada, that's your best price right now. Amazon.ca charges more. Americans, you can get this a little cheaper. I got a really good deal on it. You can check the review out for that. The Buck 119. Kershaw Camp Knife. The video has been released for this guy too. Nice big thick spine. This is a Chinese steel, what is it? 65 MN? Sorry, I'm not very familiar with that steel. I don't know if that's the exact number, but it's got a really nice handle. It's one of the best things about this knife is this handle. It's very grippy. It's got that rubber overlay over the plastic. Full tang blade. The tang goes right to the end here, although it is covered with plastic right there. Nice chopper, front weighted. The Kershaw Camp 10. There's a 12, 14, and well, whatever. The other Kershaw Camp series knives, I don't like them as much as the 10. We've got Jessica X that I got this year. This is the SCHF43 by Schrade. Also a big chopper. You can hold way back here and chop. You can actually cinch up if you want to. And flat grind here, Scandi type of grind. And a nice sharp finish to it. I like this knife. I left the sheath down in the basement. I've only kept the original nylon sheath. Once it wears out all the way. There's one knife that I didn't mention. I'll insert it now with my fixed blade knives. This is the CIMA 1. I've got serial number 4983. This is a really good fixed blade knife that I got. The blade is really good. The handle's really great. Where it's lacking is in the sheath system. It's just plastic, and this black belt loop kind of thing isn't the greatest. But the micarta handle skills is really good. Feels really good in the hand. Full tang. Little choil to choke up. That's not the best. I wish that was just a little bit bigger because it's a little sharp right on the corner there. I can file that a little bit bigger myself if I want to keep using this knife. Because if I do that for any amount of time at all, literally, 10 seconds of cutting, if I put any pressure on it, I'm going to cut my finger right on the edge of that. And so then this is a wasted amount of space here. So I'll lose a little bit of blade, but I'm going to take off the edge right there if I keep this knife. And there you go. I'm not sure how it happened, but while I was editing the video, I realized I lost almost all the footage of this knife. I think my battery died, and when I stopped it and then I restarted the video, I didn't realize it had died earlier than it had. Well, this knife is the Rock. It's HX Outdoors TD01. There's the name right there. It says right there it's got D2 steel. Kydex sheath. It makes a lot of noise. Here is the ferro rod, and the ferro rod attachment is put on by 2 screws there. So if this attachment is something you don't like, it's easy enough to take that off and not use it with the system. That doesn't rattle on its own. once it's in there, it's good and solid. You also have in that system on the Kydex here, you've got this diamond sharpening edge, not quite sure what to call it. And then you've got the belt strap. 2-inch belt would fit through there relatively well, and it sits good on the waist. I like that. You've got your HX Outdoors. The sheath is reasonable. It's okay. It clips in well. It's nice and solid. It does give a bit of a rattle, but you know, up and down, it doesn't come loose. It's not going to fall out. And, you know, so the sheath part's pretty good. I like the knife, full flat grind on there. You got room, nice little choil there to get close, to do close-up work. I've resharpened this with my work sharp, and so now it's got that convex grind on it. It cuts even better than it did before. From the store, it's got a pretty good edge on it. Nice big pommel on the bottom there, that hammer. Good knife, holes so you can strap it onto a piece of wood so it's like a spear. And I really like this knife an awful lot. I'm not yet decided if this will be the giveaway knife for this video or not. What do you think? Would you like this knife? Would this be the giveaway for this video? Ho, ho, ho. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? If you, well, that being said, this is a giveaway video. You have to be a subscriber. You have to share this video with somebody in some way. I don't care how you share this video. Write a letter to your great uncle, Johnny, who lives in Timbuktu. Put it in a letter, seal it, put it in the mail. I don't care. Email, social media, who cares? Share this video with somebody somehow. Be a subscriber and let me know that you subscribed, or are a subscriber, and that you shared. Well, I'll double check if you're a subscriber. So let me know that you shared it and you're in the draw. And I'm not sure if it'll be this knife or not. I really, really like this knife. It might be this. So thank you so much. Actually, there's still some more knives, so keep watching. Not quite finally, I've got this knife by Real Steel. This is their bushcrafting knife. D2 steel, Scandi grind. Very nice polished G10. You've got the red liners in there. Feels excellent in the hand. This is one of the best feeling little fixed blade knives that I have ever owned in my lifetime. I like that a lot. It feels really good. Kydex sheath. This is one of the newer releases, having better options for the belt loop clip kind of thing. Drain hole and everything. Really nice knife. And finally is this CIMA knife that I've done a recent review of, with that sort of hollow grind here. Very pointy, stabby. So out of all these knives, which is the knife that I like the best? This guy, the Real Steel bushcrafting knife. This is my favorite knife out of all the brand new knives that I've purchased. I like this guy an awful lot. Really, really nice. And second, what comes in second place? Well, Knives of Alaska, the bush camp knife with D2 steel. Excellent knife. And I'm really starting to like that convex grind. And I'm putting the convex grind on a lot of my knives because I've got the Work Sharp knife sharp. So I've got the Work Sharp knife sharpening system now, and so that's the convex grind is something I really, really like. So these are my top 2 favorite fixed blade knives that I got this year, and my honorable mention is this guy right here. This is the TD01, known as the Rock by HX Outdoors. Thank you for watching. Please do share this video. Please like, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. That would help me a lot. Have a great holiday season at the end of 2016, and all the best in the new year coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember to cut towards your chum and not your